edited videos or any of these live streams. But I thought, I may as well pick myself back up and get on the horse and just go back to the ancient channel that's I've had for over 16 years now. And not that the subscriber count really reflects that, because I don't really, promote that much. Hey, love, what's up? What's up? Not yet, love. Okay. Daddy's having a stinky. But I'll be in there soon, okay? I love you. That's just my precious daughter. So I thought I'd give you an update on what's been happening and why I've been out of action, basically. For the 128 plus or whatever subscribers I have, 106, I don't even know. I don't really get that involved anymore. I was getting involved though. I had this idea for like this channel called the Jankyverse, and this idea was spawned basically around the time that AI video generations were really sloppy. And I mean, more often than not, you'd wind up with like multiple limbs or fingers or artifacts in the image, really janky stuff. So I thought, instead of like trying to recreate the old cinematic standards, given these somewhat still primitive tools for the job, why not just save the time doing that, wait until later when they come up with more upgraded and advanced generators, and until then just hammer out good content and exploiting that jank, where that's the point. So that was the kind of premise, and there was more to it. It was going to be this big and I've still got the vision, but I'll explain like why I'm back here. That vision I put into a YouTube channel. I called it the Jankyverse, with an I, because it's something that I write out, and it got deleted within the first fortnight. Straight up. I didn't get any strikes, any 3 warnings, nothing. It just got blocked. And I asked them why, and they didn't tell me, right? So I thought, fuck it. And within the week, I created another account, called it Jankyverse with a Y. And uploaded all my content again, but this time, like, because I researched. Apparently the algorithm can tell if it's exactly the same videos, and it can just be flagged and then it'll block me again. So I went over like 9 videos that I edited, and I put filters over them and just touched them up a bit so that they read differently to the algorithm and get accepted, and hopefully don't ring any like Metal Gear Solid alarms. Ring, you know what I mean? And that got deleted. The second channel got deleted within a month. All right, so I had already created extra content and uploaded it, and that got deleted. So I was pretty. Oh, hi Jessica, how you doing? Hey Jessica Ennis, how's life? What's going on in your world? What you up to? What's fresh? What's fresh to everyone? What's going on? I'm just talking about how my previous 2 channels that I tried doing the Jankyverse idea got deleted, and it pissed me off because YouTube hasn't even told me why. And I'm thinking, and they said to me, you're banned. You're basically exiled, banished from using YouTube. You can't even recreate any other accounts. It's probably just a matter of time until they find this account, my 16-year-old plus account, with all these memories I have and hundreds of videos, and delete that too. And I still wouldn't know why, probably. And it kind of sucks because, well, I went to September 7/8 lunar eclipse that lasted 82 minutes. Oh, wow. That would have been spectacular. Holy crap. You get into your eclipses and stuff like that. Who doesn't enjoy a good eclipse, right? Who doesn't? Especially when it's cold at night and you just need a spoon and eclipse with somebody. That's the best time to experience that kind of eclipse. But when it's really cold, such as over here in Perth, Western Australia, it's pretty cold in winter at the moment. Longest ever lunar eclipse. Yeah, there's a lot of weird things, like the Schumann resonance of the Earth, like, stopped for like 58 hours or something a few weeks ago. And all this weird weather stuff. Like, God knows what's going on. Who knows, man? But I digress. I'm going to do the Jankyverse idea because I have this grand vision, and basically it's like I wanted to get the audience involved with the it's pretty much the broken verse. And the point of the channel is it's for people who are broken in this breaking world, right? Or people who are breaking in this broken world. So it was a channel where the main point was catharsis, which means, for those who don't know, to emotionally purge. And ADHD and autism, yeah, I've got that too. It's awesome, man.
they'll convince you that autism, like sometimes it's like it's really troubling. I don't want to dismiss it, but other times, like with, for example, Asperger's, they make out that it's like this condition and you need to do tutoring on how to socialize. But I watched a documentary on Asperger's, right? And I looked at all these different people with it. And all of them seemed like really engaging. They talked about how they are interested in humans and understanding about more about people and asking them questions. And the reason that these, these neurodivergent Asperger's types do these tutoring, social tutoring classes, isn't because they struggle with socializing. It's because the rest of the 96% neurotypicals in the world struggle with socializing. So they're taught, these people who just want to engage, and they're not so fucking sensitive, because Asperger's types are really left brain, like everything goes through their logic. It doesn't mean they don't have empathy. It just means everything is processed through rationally, but they still feel things because they think extra deep about stuff. So things mean more to them, right? Me and my mummy were scared and shocked. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hi, Bellingham. Hi, Alice. Hi, everybody. I also had a hit and run at Winners Woolworths. Oh, my God. Hi, Nottingham. That does not sound like you've had a good time, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. I have cancer. Today's my last day. Are you fucking serious, man? Is this suddenly a competition for people who are suffering the most? What's going on? I don't mean to dismiss it. I'm just trying to make a bit of light of it. Are you serious? Is that a joke? Is this your last day today? May God hold you close to in its heart, if that's the case. And bless you. Jesus Christ loves you and died for your sins. He wants a relationship with you. Pray for others and ask for the forgiveness of your sins as he is coming back. Man, he never left. Or it never left. It's not even an it. The non-thing that we are referring to never left, man. I believe. But that happened back in 2001, so who cares? Oh, yeah. Well, dude, the thing with trauma is it's not about when it happened, because, like, people time travel, like, emotionally, psychologically. You'll be in a relationship with someone way ahead of, like, some kind of trauma you experienced in the past with someone else. And, that person will do something that reminds you, some behavior, they'll say something. Maybe they wear a perfume that reminds you of someone else. And it suddenly brings you back, like you're time traveling in your psyche, in your heart, to that space. And all of a sudden you're fucking unleashing at them, and you're paying them back, and you're giving them all this fucking wrath, when really who you're attacking are these people that hurt you in the past. This person just reminds you of that role, that type of character in your plot. So, it doesn't matter about when it happens. Like, traumas, it's about what you still carry in your bag right now. That's your present. And things from our childhood, our teens, all through our life till now, our bag's full of all bits and pieces from the whole timeline. You know what I'm saying? So I can have mod. Yeah, anyway, I hope it's not your last day. And if it is, don't waste your time on YouTube, man, unless you love doing that. Do what you love doing, if that's the case. You just want to masturbate all day and be in bliss and fucking... My whole thing is, like, if I'm going to die in this life, I want to do everything once. That's me, right? So, I wouldn't say I'm straight. I'm pretty open, but I've always been with women, not men, right? But I'm open, because you never know, right? I might meet someone and have an amazing connection, and who am I who's this one to deny something glorious, right? But that just doesn't feel like it's for me. With that said, I want to try everything once before I die. So when I'm about to die, I'll be on my deathbed. I'm going to have a syringe full of heroin, because I've never done that. I'm going to have it at the ready. And there's going to be some probably Filipino guy behind me, butt naked. I'm going to be butt naked. At least my pants will be down. He'll be behind me. I'll just be bent over like this. And I'll be like, all right, man, I can see the light. All right. I'll save it for the last minute, because I'm not looking forward to it, but you've got to tick it off your list. I'll be like, all right, okay, I'm passing. Go for it. Whoa, I'm alive. I'm still alive. And the heroin and the butt sex brings me back to life. And then I'm like, fuck. Oh, shit. I'm alive now. And I actually kind of really enjoyed that. Oh, fuck. Now I have to... Now I'm gay. And I have to move forward through this awkward transition and working through my identity and questioning all the things, which is fine. It's fine. I want mod, bro. What's mod? No mod. Unsub. What's that? Oh, you want to be a moderator? How do I do that? No mod, unsub. Oh, man. I don't do coercion, bro. I don't do coercion, especially with women. So my heart still goes to you for your ails, man. But you know, I'm not really big on the whole sub and unsub thing. Like, you know, we're in a disconnected world. What's the only way you can really kind of experience a semblance of connection sometimes, especially when you're out living rural, than to go online and talk to motherfuckers. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to have this on this Jankiverse channel that I was talking about. I'm going to have that up and running, hopefully, again, at some point, but YouTube keeps knocking it down. It's going to be fun. The Broken Verse, where anything goes. The first rule is there are no rules. There are no rules. So that means, like, all narrative devices, all the ways you're supposed to edit a film, like, I just wanted to smash that to fucking shit. Then, not all. Yeah, all right. I don't know how to make you a moderator, man. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what kind of powers that gives you. I don't even know how to do it, man. That's how disconnected I am from the shite. You know what I'm saying? Who else is in the room as well, by the way? I see there's like 5 people, and other people aren't really chatting. What are you guys doing? What are you up to? If you had a channel and it had cathartic content that you could watch and it would help you release your trauma and help you release your emotions pent up, right, and your stress, which is catharsis, what would you like to see? What kind of content, you know what I mean? What kind of subjects would you like to see represented that you could connect with and maybe not feel so alone because you're resonating with a similar vibration, and that could be really therapeutic, you know, really cathartic. Just tap a comment, then tap the mod button or something. You tap in the comment. Oh, add as moderator. Is that just for this? Yeah, alright, you'll be a moderator, mate. Can manage blocked words and change chat modes in live, and also standard moderator capabilities. Okay, I'm guessing it's just for this. Otherwise, it's just giving you the keys to the kingdom. And I don't even know it. Shit. But anyway, you're just earning my trust by telling me these sub stories, and really you're just some hacker pretending. I'm joking. Yes, it's just for this. Okay. Well, thank you. You've helped teach me something new today. I'm really grateful for that. Muchas gracias. I said to my children, or one of my children, that I'm going to be back inside soon. So I should probably honor my word. You know, I was watching Inside Out yesterday. Speak of, it's the other one now. Hey, love, what's going on?
Well, I just want to tell you something.
Oh, yeah. Mum doesn't like you being on the camera, love. She doesn't like your face being on the internet. So and this is on the internet right now. Sorry, Bubba. I'm sorry. As I'd love to have the memories to look back on anywhere I am on the internet. That's just how it is. But I was just saying to the people there that that I'm finishing up here. I'm just going to finish up because, you know, children are my priority. Yeah. You guys take care of yourselves. I will keep in touch, and the Broken Verse is coming with all kinds of weird and provocative and beautiful and deranged and fucking confronting and revelatory, hopefully, content. Jankiverse, baby. Jankiverse. They blocked both my channels, so I don't know what I'm actually going to call the handle for the channel. It's probably just going to have to be Jankiverse TV or some bullshit. The Jankiverse. The Broken Verse. Where all your broken dreams and hopes come to play. It's going to be a good time. So when that's up and running, I hope to see some of you there, turning on and chewing in and janking out. That's the thing. That's the little motto I came up with. I'm going to fuck off now. So it was nice to meet you, Jessica Arenas. If you sub or not, that's fine. Whatever. I ain't going to tell anyone to do shit, because I don't tell people what to do. It's just weird. Unless I'm a boss or something. I'm like, wait, can you get that bin? Bring it over there and get those weeds up. You know, because I used to do gardening. So back then I told people what to do. And that was nice. But anyway, whatever. Bro, don't. I like your channel. Oh, you like this channel? Cool, man. I don't even know people found this channel. I don't promote it. It's just been sitting there as my personal kind of online diary. You know what I mean? I look back on it and like it's got shit from when I've had to like take some of my videos from this channel off, because I look back and think, holy crap, that does not reflect who I am today, and I don't want it reflecting who I am today. Oh, big crying face. No, I'm not going to delete this channel. I think I'm going to use this channel for Feed the Human. I'm going to use the other channel for like AI assisted content. I mean, I'll do that here as well, like, you know what I mean? But the Jankiverse, man, it's a vision, it's interactive. The audience are going to play an integral part in many of the different worlds that are part of the Jankiverse, because there's different worlds in each playlist. So once it's actually up and running and not getting deleted, it's going to be a fun time. It's not as simple as like, you tell me what you want to see and I'll make the video for you. I mean, I could do that, but there's already people doing that. And I ain't doing that kind of service. It's going to be more engaging than that, where people make a pivotal influence on who survives in the show, basically, and what happens. The overall fate of the Broken Verse itself resides in the hands of you. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really exciting. Right now, I got things to do. I got my children, who I think desire some connection and attention and validation and all that jazz. So I'm gonna go in there and hang out and be a dad. That's what I'm gonna do. Hello, how are you? Hi, I am in Mohabul. Sorry if that pronunciation was less than stellar. Yeah, I'm good. Going through some rough periods with some people in my life and co-parenting stuff. You know how it goes. But I'm good. You know what I mean? The will is strong, but the flesh is weak. But the will is strong, so I'm all right. I can brave any weather, as long as these two children are in my life. Like, it is so much easier just to say no to the things that you know deep down you should say no to, don't you think? Maybe if I asked that question like 5 years ago, a lot of people would be like, "Nah, I don't know, man. It's not as clear to me. Isn't keeping a job and being able to travel more important? I don't care what's in the fucking thing. Just stick it in my truck." Anyway, I'm not going to get political. I'm not going to go into my views on that. I'm not going to go into how absurd it is that people injected mRNA, messenger ribonucleic acid, into their children's bodies and themselves without even knowing what mRNA is, without even knowing what messenger ribonucleic acid does in the body. I think that's pretty intense. And it's 5 years and I'm still pretty like riled up about it, because they fucked the golden ratio, man. You know what I mean? And it did mess with our genetics. If you research mRNA in an indirect way, it completely controls which part of your genetics develops and which parts of it doesn't. And it's pretty much tampered with the overall mathematica of your physical development. And this shit was fast-tracked and unverified, really. So it's like, cool, one-size-fits-all thing that fucking regulates how my DNA manifests. Fuck yeah, I'll have some of that so I can go to the clubs and stuff. It was a funny time. I was one of the few people not wearing a mask. And I always wanted to save the world and wake people up and put courage in people's hearts and incite them to action. And then after that, seeing how many motherfuckers wore the mask, and me and my missus at the time and our children, the only ones, 99% of the time, not wearing a mask in a shopping center full of lemmings, right? And at that point, it occurred to me, and the final straw came that broke the camel's back, and I gave up on that vision, because I realized that you cannot save the world. You cannot save the people when the people are no longer people. When the people literally have become extensions of the machine, reactive cogs that will literally turn left or right on command depending on what external pressures are being put on them. That is a cog. That is not an entity with agency. So there's no one left to save. I'm not going to sacrifice my life and time and with my family now to save a bunch of cogs who don't give a shit about tyranny and what they're injecting into themselves and their family and what they're allowing to happen now that's going to impact future generations. I don't want to save those people. So it's actually, thank God for COVID, because it made it so much easier to give up on everyone. You know what I mean? That's not to say I'm not going to still try to have a positive influence and help people get through their days easier, and in my neighborhood, extend love and help and all that. It just means I'm not so much up in a knot about it. It's not so much of a tragedy. If anything, now I think a bit of a reset, a worldwide reset, is probably welcome. Like a major culling is probably wouldn't be much of a loss. And, and I understand we'd all be part of it. And I'm just talking objectively. I'm not talking personally about this. I'm talking objectively, big picture, beyond my little self. because I can do that. If anything, it's probably past the point of like humanity has become so corrupted via conditioning by corrupt individuals in power that we can't undo the damage. We can't undo the disfiguration to our minds and our hearts, a disconnect from our hearts and our self, our authentic self at the core. You know, that should be engaging and questioning things, and you know what I mean? So life's good now. Like, I can just focus on just being and not worrying about the big picture and just being with my family, and it's beautiful. I used to hate it when people did that shit. I was like, that's so ignorant. What about the bigger family? What about the world? But, you know, a world that's already dead inside, and they're just, you know, essentially they are phones with a person attached to them. Technology with people attached. That's what we live in now. Technology with people attached. Look at what we're doing now. Yeah, I'm just like, whatever, man. Whatever. You do you. We do we. Everyone, the golden ratio has been irreversibly ruined for humans, and I think it will extend through to a lot of everything else in nature. It can't get much worse than this. A reset's probably necessary. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And I don't know how you guys handle COVID. I don't know if you guys put on your masks. Every now and then when someone says, oh, I never wear a mask or I'm unvaccinated, I have to literally touch them to make sure they're real. Like, I have to pinch them and then myself to make sure we're both real. Anyway, I'm going to fuck off now. It was really nice tuning in with you guys. Appreciate you being here. And thank you, Jessica Ennis, for teaching me how to make somebody a mod. And for modding, I guess. For being here. I hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. If any of you guys would ever like to see any topics explored, I like to do like music videos, but usually music videos that explore a topic and that are designed to be evocative and provocative and get people thinking and challenging norms, putting light somewhere where maybe there's like issues in the world that hasn't really been exposed that much. So if anyone ever has any suggestions, something that's close to their heart that they would like to see explored on this channel or the Jankyverse channel when that's up again for the third time, hopefully it won't get deleted again, let me know. Let Fear the Human know. Fear the Human will chat with his robot friend and his friends, robot friends, and we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Until then, I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. And be good, because it's good to be good. And be fair, because it's fair to be fair. You know? Do unto others and all that jazz. Oh. And research what mRNA is, just so you're informed. Especially if your kid's got it, because isn't that the definition of due diligence? Like knowing what you're putting in them? Like if you found some weird food or drug that a guy on the street came, like, man, I just whipped this up really quick. It hasn't been properly like verified in what it does and trialed, but just fucking take it, man. Give it to your children. You'd probably think twice. Why does it make a difference if they're wearing a white coat? And part of, you know, tied and linked to an organization financially that gets paid the more sick people that they help to remedy. You know, I'd sooner trust my neighbor next door in the shady jacket selling me weird shit he just whipped up and has no idea what it does than take some mRNA shit from people who profit from our sickness and ailment. That's just me. That's just what my logic at my core says. Everyone's entitled to their choice. Everyone's entitled to make their bed individually, collectively. And, you know, as long as we don't start complaining when we lie in it and try to backpedal. Because you can't backpedal on some things. You can't uninject. You can't revert your DNA like a restore point on the computer back to the way it was before. If you never sweated before and now you're sweating constantly since you got it, probably not going to completely change. It might lessen. Not going to change. But whatever. If you took it and it's fucking with you, I hope you're okay. Bit of a silly move, but we make silly moves, don't we? I hope you're learning from your mistakes. I hope next time, and there will be, I hope you're going to think twice about it and do your research before and think what's more important, having a job, working and keeping this house and being able to travel and go to these places, or like protecting the golden ratio and the genetics of my children and their children and their children and even all humanity. Because what you don't know is, if you're not vaccinated, but you have sex with someone or you kiss someone who is, guess what? DNA and mRNA. I'm not sure about mRNA, but it's linked with DNA, so I'm pretty sure. Shedding is what they call it, but it actually goes through the saliva, it goes through blood, it goes through semen, all kinds of liquids, right? So I've been really careful with even sleeping with other people who are not vaccinated if they've been with someone who's vaccinated, even if they've kissed people who are vaccinated. It might seem crazy. That's what I call due diligence, because I'm always holding my children. I kiss them on the head. I would rather forego a life of sleeping with people because they've all fucked someone who fucked someone who fucked someone who fucked someone who's been jabbed. I'd rather be a virgin for the rest of my life, be celibate, I should say, and be able to hold and kiss my children on the head and not pass it on to them, this weird, fucked up, corrupted sweat and DNA and mRNA. And you might think that's crazy and conspiratorial, and that's the thing, like, when you're not aware of something and you see it, especially if it's not positive, the general response is fear, rejection, disgust, contempt, anger, The instinct is to run or to push whatever seems to be causing these feelings away, right? Real adverse reactions. It's up to you. Do your own research. The more you're informed, the more informed you are. Even if it's about shit that can be scary, you can then stand on your strength and take appropriate actions to protect yourself and others. Any thoughts of Charlie Kirk? Mate, I don't even know who Charlie Kirk is. This is how much I don't watch TV and I don't follow social media even that much anymore. Since COVID, I'm just like, fuck the fake world and all the fake people who are literally just going to turn left or right when there's pressure, regardless of any research or knowledge of what they're doing. So I gave up, man. I don't watch it. But I'm curious, because on Facebook sometimes I go a little bit, not much though. And I'm not lying, fuck all. My phone's usually being used for the internet, actually. So I don't really have my phone on me much of the time. Who's Charlie Kirk? What the fuck happened with that guy? Because I've seen a couple of posts. I was raised a Christian. I'm a godly man. Almost religiously. I'm very big on, following what is right and ethical. Following what's in your heart. And as I say, Christ, right? It's in the heart, right? That's where the flaming heart and all the imagery that you see. I've got my own, I don't subscribe to things. I like to put things together myself because it feels more authentic and it feels more true to what makes sense to me. I don't just find something that more or less resonates and then adapt to that and adopt all the other stuff that never really fit. And there's some stuff with Christianity that a lot of it just doesn't fit for me. A lot of it I think is just like rewrites and propaganda, controlling mechanisms. You know what I mean? 4 days ago, 24 years ago. Oh, okay. 4 days ago, 24 years ago. Charlie Kirk. I'm going to have to research it. Seems like a hot topic at the moment. But anyway, my mate's going to be calling me in a moment, I think, because, okay, 2 o'clock. We're gonna have a phone call, so I'm gonna bugger off. Do I play sports? I used to like football. I loved wrestling, professional wrestling, but in the backyard, even though we had a ring and everything. If you want to check that out, I got some of my content on this channel. If you just type in Ultra Violent Maniac, you'll see me doing some hardcore shit. Possibly the most hardcore shit you've ever seen. Possibly. Sustained several injuries in the span of 1 year. But yeah, I received the most extreme wrestler of the year award, most hardcore moment of the year award. So I was really, really excited about it. Turned off live commentary. Only viewers selected by the channel can what? Oh, what's that about? Nah, we keep doors open for people, dog. All expressions welcome here. We censor nothing. Absolutely nothing. Unless it gets like so counterproductive and it doesn't go anywhere, it's just hurting people, then maybe. Okay. Cool. Every 1 minute? Man, I gotta go in I gotta go now. So I love you guys. I'm gonna be around or whatever. I hope you're out well. Let me know what subjects you like to see explored, even with videos dedicated to it. Feel free to check out the wrestling if you're interested. WZWA is the name of the place. They've got a whole channel and it's pretty entertaining if you like that kind of thing. And I'll see you guys around. All right. Yeah. I don't have it closed, I I think that's going to be my thing. Like everyone has like this thing they do where they close, and I'm just gonna just hit the thing because it's so fucking pretentious, and who can be fucked dealing with that shit? Listen, dealing with like, oh, here's the hook